Like this video and subscribe or you'll get bad luck for 10 years, and you definitely don't want that. Yo, what is up guys, it's AC here back for a brand new video. Today we'll be having a look at 7 flights that went horribly wrong. Make sure to watch this video until the end because the clip of FGTeeV is literally insane. At number 7, we have a crazy clip where passengers witnessed the wing of a plane burst into flames. This could go so wrong because that fire could turn into an explosion and everyone would die, but luckily the passengers followed the safety procedures and got out safely. But you won't believe how crazy this entire situation was, so let's check it out.
This is crazy. I'm pretty sure the plane is already on the ground, but comment down below what you think happened. So the cabin is starting to heat up from the fire and everyone is following safety protocols, but they definitely got to escape fast before the plane blows up or something. This whole thing is nuts, but keep watching because it gets crazier.
Next up at number 6, we have an insane clip of 2 passengers fighting on a plane before takeoff. They were exchanging some serious punches and a flight attendant tried to separate them, but they didn't care and kept going at it. I've never seen anything like this before, so make sure to keep on watching until the end.
Another shocking incident on a plane as 2 passengers duke it out right before takeoff.
Someone help! This guy's crazy!
A flight attendant moves in, vainly attempting to break it up.
I'll kill you.
One battling passenger stomps off.
So get that guy, bitch.
Things appear to settle down on the All Nippon Airways flight from Tokyo to Los Angeles. But just moments later, the passenger storms back for round 2.
Hey, stop it! Guys, get off this plane! Stop!
His red shirt is actually ripped off his back.
Japanese police say the man in the red shirt is a 44-year-old American.
At number 5, we have a dash cam clip of a guy capturing a Taiwan plane crash. So this guy was just driving on a highway when out of nowhere a huge plane came down crashing from the skies. This is so insane but also very sad because many people did pass away. Keep on watching to see the slow-mo of the crash.
This dash cam footage from Taiwan is as incredible as it is horrifying. The extraordinary scene from CNN affiliate TVBS shows the Trans-Asia ATR 72 shortly after takeoff. Then the unthinkable, the plane cartwheeling over an elevated highway, slamming into a barrier and then crushing a passing taxi, ditching into the Keelung River below. 58 passengers and crew were on board the flight. Aviation authorities say that more than a dozen lost their lives. Incredibly, they say, there were survivors of the crash escaping the sunken fuselage. And the dramatic rescue scenes played out on live TV, with more than 100 first responders rushing to the scene, desperately searching for more survivors.
Next up at number 4, we have everyone's worst nightmare when a plane malfunctions midair and has to make an emergency landing. The problem is that the plane had nowhere to go except crash in the water right below, and that's exactly what the pilot did. You guys gotta see how all this ends.
Those passengers don't know it yet, but they are seconds away from experiencing the worst fear of every air traveler. Suddenly, the alarm sounds. The plane is going down, spiraling into the ocean.
Everyone's starting to do the emergency procedures and you guys gotta see what happens.
A mad scramble as water fills the inside of the plane.
So the plane just hit the water and everyone has to make an emergency exit. Luckily, everyone followed directions, but you guys gotta see how this ends because something crazy happens at the very end.
Survivors going for the exits. clinging to anything they can get their hands on.
They are trying to hold on to anything that will keep them from sinking, and this is just like the Titanic. Keep watching.
Everybody okay?
Throughout the 3-minute ordeal, Ferdinand Fuentes' camera never stops rolling, even as the plane begins to sink.
Next up, we have a clip of a small plane that had to take off in the middle of a jungle. Obviously, there was no proper runway strip, so the plane literally accelerated through mud and water. This one is so crazy and could have ended terribly, so let's check this out. Number 2, we have a clip where a bird flew into the plane's engine and caused a massive malfunction. This is insane because everyone on the plane just hears a massive clunk, and at the end you can just see a bird flying right out the plane's turbine. Sadly, the bird didn't survive, but at least we can see something that doesn't happen very often.
Watch the engine closely because a bird accidentally flies into it. It just hit the engine. Rip to that bird, but keep watching.
Finally, at number 1, we have a crazy clip of a guy who was thinking he was capturing his last moments. So what happened is that the plane's window exploded and began sucking everyone out of the plane. Luckily, one of the passengers does something you can only see in movies and saves the entire plane from being sucked out in the middle of a flight.
About 20 minutes into the flight, I hear a loud boom. And as you can imagine, everyone on the plane was kind of zoned out and doing their own thing, and you hear this boom. And I think everybody's immediate thoughts were, did you just hear that? You know? And then we felt a shaking. And then a few moments later, the oxygen mask deploy across the entire cabin. Then I started seeing things kind of blown out the window.
So a plane window literally exploded, and this guy thinks it's his last day, but you guys gotta see what ends up happening.
As they were taking care of her and the nurse was doing CPR, this guy puts himself in front of that hole, and the hole wasn't massive. It was just, it's still a big hole, but putting himself in that position so that the wind wouldn't be so violent, and that woman